Hey guys, so this video I'm going to share with you my top 5 stock plays, top 5 bullish stocks that I will invest in. And there's more than that actually, there's quite a lot, there's so many, but these 5 I think are probably my favorite. And there's only, also in terms of capital, if there's 30 stocks that you can think of, but let's say you only have like 20,000 to invest, and you might not split it all between them all. So anyway, the top 5, there's more. I'll probably do a couple of side mentions, but top 5 that I like in terms of bullish plays are, one of them, number 1, AAPL, Apple. Now they've just done a stock split, so their shares are super cheap. I know they've retraced, they've dropped quite a bit. If you look at Apple's shares stock price, it's actually done a retracement. See that? Like in the last week, it's actually done a drop from 135 all the way to 110 roughly. So that's actually quite a steep drop, especially for a market cap of $2 trillion. I mean, Apple, with a $2 trillion market cap, which is bigger than the entire FTSE 100 value, which is staggering. But even with a market cap that size, I still think Apple is a great stock. It's made a lot of proper long-term investors and holders a great deal of money. We're talking billions of dollars pouring into this company, and I think in the long term, medium term even, they are going to recover and they're going to go up. I mean, I'm not surprised at this retracement. I've said this on my Facebook page and my Discord group that expect a retracement after the stock split for Apple and Tesla, because it's normal to see some profit taking and to see a dip, especially when it's so overbought. But after the dip, on the next rise, it's only going to rise bigger. And I think Apple, not just in addition to what the products they have available already, and also they have an imminent product launch date coming up soon as well. But in addition to all that, they are working on 5G technology, which is going to be the next big thing, I think, in the near future. So I have very high hopes for a company like Apple. And guess what? My next one is TSLA. I mean, I'm actually seeing. Again, this one's retraced, and this one's retraced probably, I think, even more than Apple has. It's dropped, or similar actually, it's dropped quite big. And I'm actually seeing in trade groups, in chat groups and stuff, people comparing Tesla to Genus or Kodak. You just cannot compare Tesla to Genus. It's a complete different company. Genus is a penny stock based on hype. And you could have made, like with Genus, I think a lot of people made 500% plus within a few days, and then it dropped by like more than 500% and is never going to go back up. Well, it may never go back up, if I'm being honest, because it's a penny stock, it's hype. Though it might do, I'm not saying it won't. Back in the day when Genus was so high, like 1,000% up, I posted in the group, I wouldn't trade it, I just wouldn't buy it now. You could lose everything. This is not a proper company. It's hype, at least for the moment. And I got actually some really negative comments saying Genus is the best. Genus is my company. Why are you destroyed? Why you don't believe in my company? And then you look at it. It was trading at $15 a share, and then it dropped to $1.50. Yeah, what a company that you're with. Anyway, so you cannot compare Teslas with Genus, because Teslas is what we're talking about. Elon Musk, we're talking about proper electric cars which are out there, they're selling, and electric vehicles are only going to get bigger. And Tesla's just signed a deal with a Chinese company to supply them batteries, and the batteries are such long lasting, and they're working on new ventures as well. And Tesla has Solar City, which is all about solar power, which I think is going to be a big thing as well. Everything put together, especially with I know that SpaceX is not a Tesla it's not the same company, but it's similar people. It does have a bit of an effect on it as well. So there's just so much happening with Tesla, and I think I'm very bullish on Tesla. It's not fair to compare it with Genus. You just cannot think of them as the same. So that's Tesla. It's my second bull. Another one which I'm very bullish on, actually, this is one of my favorite actually, is FMCI, Foreign Merger 2. Now, Foreign Merger 2, they are basically a company. Foreign Merger is a company which is a SPAC company, Special Purpose Acquisition Company, which takes private companies public through the SPAC method. So instead of going through the traditional IPO method, they launched them public through a special SPAC merger type of thing, deal, which is just easier and better and faster. And right now they are set. They're not 100% set in stone yet, but they're just getting shareholder voting in terms of delaying the merger date a bit because they need a little bit more time. So basically, they're going to merge with Tattooed Chef (TTCF), and once they merge, which will be about the middle of October, their share price is going to be well. Yeah. Sorry, so got a bit distracted there a little bit. So anyway, let's just continue. So, yeah, family around. So basically, when we've got kids around, sorry, I got distracted. So with foreign merger, once they merge about middle of October, it's going to become Tattooed Chef. And Tattooed Chef is a company which is focused on selling plant-based meat alternative foods. Their sales have been growing. Their sales this year has been the best ever. If you look at the products on their website, the product range is actually fantastic. The most closest competitor I can think of for them is probably BYND, which is Beyond Foods. If you look at Beyond Foods, their share price when they was launched at about $55. Within 2 months, it went up to $230 plus. So we're talking about 400-500% return on investment within a couple of months from launching IPO. And I think an FMCI Tattooed Chef, I actually think even higher. I think Tattooed Chef is an even better company than Beyond Meat. I like Beyond Meat too, and I've traded that one once. FMCI, I've already traded it 5 times in the last few months. I mean, this one I've been eyeing it since about 4 months ago. I would say about May time, which was about $10. I've been eyeing this since then. Right now it's already 25. The highest it reached was 27. I wouldn't be surprised once the merger takes place. This stock price goes to $50 or more. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to $100 or more within the next 3 months or so. It's I speak very highly of this. Look into it, do your own due diligence. Don't just trust me for it, but this is one of my favorite plays at the moment in terms of bullish sentiment. So that's 3. The next one is SHLL, Tortoise Acquisition Corp. So Tortoise Acquisition Corp, they are going to they're going to take Helion public. Helion is a company that can manufacture something which can make trucks electric or more energy efficient, and is good for environment, is environmental friendly. So electric trucks, basically. And Nikola was probably the closest I can think about for this one, although Nikola used to be VTIQ. I bought VTIQ before public, and I made about 300% return on investment myself on that particular stock a few months ago. And although there's actually been quite a lot of negative activity with NKLA at the moment, the CEO, Martin something, he's it almost looks like he's lying, and he's been hiding a lot of stuff, and the company's is being investigated at the moment, so it's not a good stock to hold. And to be honest, I read this on Motley Fool and a few other places. They were saying how the intrinsic real value of Nikola is only supposed to be about $20 or $15, even less, in the teens. So I wouldn't be surprised if Nikola drops into the teens before next rise, or let's see what happens. So, because all they have is a prototype and an idea, they haven't even created any sales, whereas Helion is a real company that's created sales, that's selling already. And SHLL is a company that's going to take them public. So I'm quite bullish on this one. Not as bullish as I am on FMCI or Tesla or Apple, but I'm pretty bullish on this one. And the next, if you look at SHLL, the chart again, it was about less than $10 just in June, so 3 months ago, and 3 months later we're talking about $50. That's 400% return on investment already. I wouldn't be surprised if this can trade above $80 or even $100 by merger time or by public time. Next one would be NIO, NIO. This is a Chinese company, manufactures electric smart cars. If you actually take a look at their website, NIO smart car. I actually really love the product. I mean, if you actually look at the product, is so clever. I mean, it's like an artificial intelligence. It uses AI technology. It can communicate with the driver. It senses when there's rain. It can sense surroundings. It's very smart. It's it's got voice activation technology, and and it's fully electric. It's great for, I mean, just look at the website, look at the YouTube video. I love the car, I love the product, and not just that I love the product, but also the fact that it's a Chinese electric car, and I know that the Chinese government is backing it, like it did with Huawei back in the days. The Huawei is the Chinese mobile brand, the technology brand. So when the Chinese government backs something, that's always a good sign, because there's a lot of money and there's a lot of support there. And I'm not surprised that the Chinese government will back NIO, because Tesla's and these other electric car companies, which they're just loads, there's quite a few out there at the moment, it makes sense to me that the Chinese government do not want foreign brands to take over the entire market share. They would want a part of the market share which is coming, especially with electric cars being a growing demand topic. So I wouldn't be surprised that if the Chinese government wants to promote this product, especially NIO is a great product. There's a smart car as well, fantastic product. I wouldn't be surprised they'll support it, and they'll try and make it grow, and they'll try and make this brand stand, just like Huawei. Huawei is competing with Apple, with Samsung. If the Chinese government supported Huawei back in the days big time, if they didn't, if there wasn't a Chinese brand in the global mobile market, they're going to miss out on a big market. So I think that's what they're doing with NIO. And not just that, I mean, just if you look at the product, it's a fantastic product, and again, it's a great stock. Since March, it's rose by, March was $2, right now it's 18, so that's, you do the math, $2 to $18 in the last 6 months. That's nearly 1,000-fold. That's nearly tenfold. That's nearly 1,000%. That's insane, and I think if you can get in on NIO, anything less than $20 is a good deal, and I think in time this is a $50 plus stock in the next few months or years to come, or even higher. I think, and all of these bullish plays that I've just mentioned, I think are great for short term, medium term, and long term. You can trade them in and out, or you can buy them and hold. And there are signs of another market crash coming. I'm not saying there is going to be another market crash, but there are signs of it coming, and I'll do another video which shows you what these signs are. And even if it does, these are the kind of companies that are going to last, and although their share prices will drop initially, they will recover, I believe strongly. So yeah, hope you liked that video. So these 5 stocks: AAPL, TSLA, NIO, FMCI, and SHLL. Now, a few side mentions: NVDA, AMD. These are pretty much fantastic companies. You really can't go wrong with it. Or even BYND, Beyond Meat, even gold, which is Barrick Gold. Warren Buffett bought a lot of that, and especially Ray Dalio's investing in gold as well. There's probably like economy. I just think the stock market is artificially high priced at the moment, so there is a chance of a crash. So it's good to put your money into stocks that are safe, that are not going to disappear. Even Microsoft, Amazon, these are all fantastic stocks. Even if it crashes, they won't disappear, but you got to be comfortable to be in the red initially before it goes to green, because if the crash does come, it's going to be in the red by about 25% first initially, or more, before it goes back up. So that's why right now I'm trading in and out as opposed to buy and hold, because I do not like, I don't want to be spending my money and having to hold it for ages. I want to be trading in and out, and if the crash does come, I want my money to be there to be able to buy cheap, and then I hold. Anyway, I hope you like that. Thank you, guys. And do subscribe to my YouTube channel. I thank you for all your support, and also subscribe to my Discord server. It's a new server, still a small group, but it's growing, and I share my live trades as well as other traders share their live trades with you as well. It's been a highly successful year this year so far. Thank you, guys.